after the Met Gala, she had an incident, a tragic, at her home.
What was it?
Simone.
Where her niece, her great niece, died in her pool.
Okay.
I reached out to Quad because no matter what we are going through, if you have something that catastrophic to happen, I'm gonna reach out.
Okay.
We will be here for you because friendship is not about this platform. It is about our real lives. But I've tried.
Why are you jumping in the chair? Is that what pretty girls do?
Law enforcement sources say police and fire in Cobb County responded to a drowning at Quad's Marietta home July 7th. 2 men told officers they were hanging out around the pool before going inside, later noticing what they thought was a doll floating in the water.
Probably just left here maybe a couple of weeks back. She spent about a month and a half with my mom and I. She loves the water, loves the swimming pool. But that was a time where I had to step up again, and we were able to figure out what was the next best.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. Dr. Simone is an evil-spirited woman. And that's exactly why her and Dr. Jackie are friends, because they cut from the same cloth. I just feel like you weaponizing a child's death as a way to get back at somebody is just pure evil. And the fact that Quad practically begged you to not go there with her with literal tears in her eyes, and you still refuse to respect those boundaries, and you call yourself a good friend, girl, bye. Those 3 doctors on the show, Heavenly, Simone, and Jackie, trash. They represent everything that's wrong with these educated, classist, bigoted, elitist, bourgeoisie women in that generation. And the fact that they're trying to make Quad the scapegoat for the backlash that Dr. Jackie received is ridiculous. It also goes to show that Dr. Jackie was never apologetic for what she said. If she was, then she would take full accountability.
Anything else really to say to Quad, necessarily. Like she, I can be in the same room with anybody. I don't wish no ill will on her. She's just not my favorite person. She's Cecil's favorite person. So we can talk to Cecil about this.
Do you accept her apology?
Of course.
Okay.
I accept it. But that doesn't mean, accepting an apology doesn't mean that I want to be your friend either. Mm. And there's a lot of people in this world that I can wish them well, I can be in the same room with them, but I'm not confiding in you. I'm not necessarily wanting to be your friend. There were some hurtful things over the years, and Toya's mentioned this multiple times, I'm sure.
So hurt by it?
I think the robbery stuff and the cheating stuff and the drunk driving stuff were biggies. I get the shade, like some shade, even stuff I've said. I've said a bunch of stuff, and sometimes I just get to talking.
You will say some
I say
shit.
stuff.
You'll say some shit.
And Curtis checked me on one thing that I said. I said, hey, I was joking. That was over the line. The whole dunking in the basket thing. That was a joke. I apologize. I think he forgives me, but if he doesn't, but I think he does. Mm-hmm. But I think you can't cross a line in reality TV where when you start talking about people doing something criminal and you have no proof, that's when I think it's really crossing a big line. When you're saying things that could result, like the whole cheating thing.
Her accusing Toya of cheating.
Right. With someone in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Now, I know the backstory behind some of this. Because, and that's the thing. Another thing why I think the show is so successful, we all kind of knew each other. We've known each other for a long time. And some of the stuff that comes up on our show isn't, I don't think, even explained well once you edit and chop it.
It's hard to explain.
It's hard to explain some of the stuff because some of the stuff go real deep, So if I was the type of guy, if I was this ultra masculine guy who I heard that my wife was cheating with who it was said was cheating with, if I was the type to just go over to his house, that wouldn't have been a good scenario at all. But I'm not that type. Luckily, I'm sassy.
That's true.
So I had just a conversation with my wife. We talked about it, and I believe my wife.